the most important part. All of you must be waiting for numbers. What are elections? Numbers. So there are 3 exit polls in J&K and there are 4 exit polls on Haryana. So in next 1.5 hours, the first half an hour would be dedicated to J&K, the second half an hour would be dedicated to Haryana, and then at 8 we are going to compile the entire matrix of Kashmir and Haryana and give you a grand picture which would be polls of polls. But now we will go by each and every exit poll and see the variation. So let's put the first exit poll on screen. This is the first exit poll in Jammu and Kashmir, Gulistan News projection. Gulistan News is giving National Conference 28 to 30 seats, Congress 3 to 6 seats, PDP 5 to 7 seats, BJP 28 to 30 seats, and they are giving others 7 to 16 seats. In others, I am sure they have added Rashid. So, Mr. Prasad, your opening comments on Gulistan TV's data.
Well, I think I would say, looking at all the exit polls, one, Jammu Kashmir elections have held after a decade, the ground factors have changed, but going by all the indications, they seem to be fairly closer to the reality. But as I said, all the past elections that we've seen outside of J&K, including J&K of 2014, we just leave it at that.
Okay, Ajit?
What I noticed is that we were assuming that the Congress would do well on the coattails of National Conference. According to this exit poll, the Congress is doing rather badly, between 3 to 6 seats. In fact, everyone was expecting the PDP to not do so well, but they are getting more than the Congress. So, if the National Conference is able to form the government, they have to take the PDP into account. On the other hand, the BJP is not doing as badly as some of the other exit polls are saying. In this particular exit poll, the BJP in Jammu is doing almost as well as the National Conference in the valley. So, in that sense, the 2 core parties that have emerged is clearly the National Conference in the valley and the BJP in Jammu.
Brijesh?
Well, I think, the figures, if we go by this Gulistan News projection, one thing is very clear. Engineer Rashid and others have failed to make a dent in NC's fortune in Valley, and the Congress and others have failed to make a dent in BJP's fortune in Jammu. That is the outcome of this entire. It's going to be a hung assembly, depending on how others fare, whether they stuck at 7 or they go up to 16.
Because there are going to be 3 more polls, and I'm going to put them out one by one. I'm also joined by Danish Iqbal, political analyst and former spokesperson in JKNC. Am I audible to you, sir? This time connecting with Valley has been really problematic, Mr. Iqbal,
Sorry.
Danish Iqbal?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, so this is the first set, Gulistan News projection. So your comments on it, and then I put out the other projections that have come.
No, I think, Karthikeya, as the speakers before me did speak quite a bit about these exit polls, I first of all, I think it's quite hard actually this time around to predict that what would be the outcome. So I would, in all my wisdom, I would hold my horses till 8th of October. But what I would say here what I would surely say is that that for the National Conference to win even 30 seats, as some of the exit polls are suggesting, is not by any measure a victory for them. If you know the Valley, the party had hoped that we would cross 40, we'd cross 50 seats. And Engineer Rashid has actually dented that, even if Engineer takes 3, 4, 5 seats in the north.
Danish, are you saying that Engineer Rashid is the X factor? Are you saying that Engineer Rashid is the X factor in this election?
Yes, of course. I mean, he's the main factor in the north. Even if he cuts 3 to 4 seats in the north, he would of course cut it from the National Conference's kitty and not any other political parties. So that would be my initial comments. I think Jammu.
This is your initial comment. Stay with it. Now there are 2 more polls that have come. So the second one on the screen, NDTV and People's Pulse, they are giving Congress and National Conference 46 to 50. They are giving BJP 23 to 27. They are giving PDP 7 to 11 and others 4 to 6. Now, Danish, I know you are not right now you don't have data and you know it's like you're not a trained psephologist, but there is a variation. But no, we have one in our studio, Mr. Jha. So, how do you explain this anomaly, Danish?
No, I mean, I would just laugh at it. If someone has given 11 seats to the PDP, even the PDP would laugh at it. As you said that I'm not a trained person at this, but I'm someone who has traveled, who has seen booths, maybe in the entire 10 districts of the valley.
Okay.
I don't think
ठीक
PDP
है,
would.
चलिए आपका कहना है कि PDP भी इस पे हंसेगी. Let me play out the third chart. Then we can have a comprehensive discussion. This is Dainik Bhaskar's projection, a leading Hindi newspaper, one of the biggest publication. BJP 2025, Congress NC 35-40, PDP 4 to 7, and others 12 to 16. Somehow coming closer to Gulistan. So in this, the importance is that Congress NC somehow seems to have edge in all the three polls. Ajit.
Yes, absolutely. You hit the nail on the head. If you look at all the three polls, especially the last two, which is NDTV and Dainik Bhaskar, the Congress NC seems to have a serious edge. It's almost as if they are almost in a position to form the government. And what is probably helping them is the other factor is the PDP. In fact, if you look at all the polls, most of them have given the PDP close to, on an average range of 7 seats, which is not what people expected. So if the Congress is able to bring the PDP into the alliance itself, and remember, the PDP is part of the India alliance, then we have a solid government formation by the NC, Congress, PDP alliance in Jammu and Kashmir. The BJP, on the other hand, none of them have given it more than 30 seats. And if you look at the average, it's tending more towards 22, 23. So, which means the BJP has not done as well as, let's say, Ram Madhav was saying, 35 seats, not in a position to form the government. The others is a clubbed category, so we don't know how important Engineer Rashid is. One of the pollsters, in fact, 2 of them, have given the others as high as 16 seats.
So this is the fourth one that has come. I'm really sorry. The fourth one has come, and the fourth one says BJP 27-32, National Congress, National Conference and Congress 40-48. So now I will request that all these projections should be rotated on the right side of the screen. All these projections should be rotated on the right side of the screen. All of them, let's rotate. So this is Gulistan's projection, NC, Congress, PDP, BJP. So it makes it very clear that Gulistan says the Congress is doing very badly, but NC is doing very well. So that's one. Let's go to the second one. This is Gulistan. In Gulistan, Congress is ahead. Even in NDTV coverage, the Congress is ahead, which is 46-50. BJP is still not there. Let's go to the third one. In third one, BJP is 20-25, Congress NC is 35-40, PDP is 4 and 7, others 12 and 16. And let's go to the fourth one. BJP 27-30, NC Congress 40-48. So 16-12 is PDP. So one thing is very clear in all of them, by all variation. Yes, Brijesh, you wanted to say something?
I am saying that, like, if you go back to the one after the NDTV poll pulse, it's a bit surprising to me if you ask me. Because if you go back to NDTV poll pulse, the one after Gulista, this one. So if you look at the figures, Karthike, Congress NC is 46-50. Now, if you look at the BJP's figure, which is 23-27, this means that the Congress has made a major dent into BJP's in Jammu. But if the Congress has made that bigger dent in Jammu, then what exactly are the figures of National Conference? Because if Congress has won, let's assume that they have won like 15 seats in Jammu, then this means that National Conference has not done that well. So it's a very surprising this, and if you go to the next, the one after this, the Dainik Bhaskar one. Again, Ajit, if you look at this, the BJP is 20 to 25. This means that out of 43 seats, BJP, if you take the max position, which is 25, this means that they are on the back foot on 18 seats. Now, this means that the Congress would be winning somewhere in the range of at least 10 plus seats. Now, out of 35 to 40, if Congress wins 10 seats, then the performance of NC is also under a bit of scanner. So, it will be
If I can
but
answer that.
Just let me go to Danish Iqbal. Danish, which poll is closer to the truth? Now, okay, let's have a pick. I'll make it easier for you. Danish, which poll is closer to the truth? And that will be my question to all of you. Let's not debate the polls. Let's say which is closer to our heart and the truth.
Well, Karthiki, I don't remember the one earlier than this that had shown NC between 28
Okay, Sare
to
Chalaiye for Danish, please run all of them. So Danish can have his pick. Which one is closer to the truth? Danish, please tell me which one is closer to the truth.
I mean,
The one after
it's
this.
difficult to remember that.
I think Dainik Bhaskar is referring to Dainik
No,
Bhaskar.
we are running all of them. Yeah, we are changing all of them. It's coming on the screen, Danish.
Okay, you will have to wait then.
Okay.
Yeah, this one certainly is the best. Yeah, this one is more convincing.
You are saying that this is the convincing thing? 35,
Yes.
40. Okay. So Dainik Bhaskar is for Danish.
For sure.
Okay, Dainik Bhaskar is for Danish. Ajit.
See, what I would point out that look at all the polls, except for one, three of them are clear-cut giving a majority to National Conference, Congress, and if the PDP joins them, they'll have a stable government. That is something very important. See, this election was very different from the elections that I have observed, I'm senior to all of you, from 1987. The previous elections used to be full of violence. Half the time booths were looted. There was always a reference to Pakistan. Separatist agendas used to be dominating the election. Look at this election. Everyone participated. No violence, mainstreamization. Even the separatist party never uttered Pakistan. So it's a mainstream election, massive turnout, even higher than Haryana. 64% turnout in Jammu and Kashmir is a record. And after that, if the exit polls are right, there's a formation of a stable government, then I think the next question will be, will they bring back the statehood?
Mr. Fayaz, you are there. You must have seen the data. Your comments.
Yeah, I did see the data. I can say that I don't know what are their sample sizes and what is their methodology, but I can say that I have covered as many as 18 elections in Jammu and Kashmir, Lok Sabha elections, Panchayat, urban local body and assembly elections. I have not been in favor or against any political party. I have been completely impartial in all my assessments, and most of them have turned true right from 1996. My assessment is that the National Conference will be getting 34 seats plus minus 2, BJP will be getting 25 seats plus minus 2, and Congress will be getting 12 seats plus minus 2, PDP will be getting 9 seats plus minus 1, and others will be getting 9 seats. According to my estimation, National Conference Congress will be close to 45 and 47 seats. They may require the support of the PDP, and PDP may offer support to them. It's clear the government of the National Conference Congress and perhaps also that of the PDP.